This is the Trade Machine Podcast. I'm here with, my name is Alex. I should say that first off. I'm here with my little brother Hunter. Hunter, what's good?
Huh?
All right. And Rich, what's going on?
What up?
One day it's not going to be so funny. Hunter. One day it won't be so funny.
I
We're doing our
disagree.
season previews. We're going through each division. And what's crazy is with each week, we're getting closer and closer to the season. Opening night is less than a month away.
I just saw a commercial for it, bro. It got me all,
Isn't that
got me all
crazy?
tingly.
We're recording this on September 23rd. Opening night is October 21st. That's crazy. Less than a month away. This morning on First Take, Jason Tatum is hinting that he's going to come back this year. He got his doctor writing articles saying that they've never seen anyone who progressed so fast from an Achilles. I don't think we're going to get AJ DeBonsa. We might just have to go ahead and get another ring. We might just have to go ahead and get another ring. I don't know. We'll see, Hunter. It's going to be hell for your team again, too, especially if Tatum's back. But this week, we're finishing out the Eastern Conference. We're breaking down every single team. And with probably the worst division in basketball last year.
Yeah.
The Southeast Division. But two of the best off seasons of the summer were in this division. So I think this division is going to be way better. We're in the Southeast Division. As we have each pod, we're going to go in order of where they finished record-wise last year. So in first place at 41-41 last year for this division. The division winner was 500. The Orlando Magic. So, big additions for the Orlando Magic. They bring in Desmond Bane. They send out Cole Anthony, KCP. They also bring in, who was their rookie?
Jace Richardson.
Correct.
Okay.
Jace Richardson.
Why didn't you believe me on that? You had to
No,
wait
I
until
was
you saw it
reading.
yourself? That was
No. I was reading, and I got confused because they keep taking, like, sons of old players, and it's confusing me because I got them confused with Jet Howard. But anyway, Hunter, what are you looking forward to? What are you excited to see from the Magic this year?
they have shooting. That
Yeah.
For the last few years they've been all defense and Paolo and Franz go score some points. And no one that could just stay around the three and actually make them. Because that's what KCP was supposed to be, and he just wasn't last year.
Yeah.
And you gave him a giant contract, so yeah.
That's
No.
beautiful, Hunter.
Thanks.
I don't know why. That's what I had. Yeah, this team, the biggest issue is they didn't have anybody who could really create offense for others. Like Paolo and Franz, they can score. Neither of them can shoot. And Desmond Bane's one of the best shooters in the league. And you just immediately throw him onto this team. And he's a good defender. He's probably a little overrated as a defender because he's got T-Rex arms, but he's still a good defender. And this team is going to be hell to play against. It's going to be really, really, really hard to play against. I wouldn't be shocked if they end up with the top 3 seed. I am so excited to see just that foursome of Jalen Suggs. Of Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bane, Paolo, and Franz. It's going to be a really special group, and I'm pretty excited about it. Rich, what about you?
Yeah, man. I think obviously the biggest addition was Desmond Bane, who I think in Memphis, he's already had to be the first option when Ja wasn't there, which was a lot. So now you give him a role where he's behind probably two of the best scorers in the NBA, and he can kind of fall into that role of just knocking down the 3 ball and kind of initiating offense when they need him to. I know he can do it, but a guy that I'm really excited for them. I'm not sure if he was on their team last year, but Tyus Jones, I think he's an underrated. He gives some underrated.
He was on the
contribution.
Suns last year.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he gives some underrated. Just being able to operate an offense off the bench. He's not gonna give you super big numbers, but he's a true point guard. Not a very high level one, but he is a true point guard. So I think that gives him some variety at point guard position. You can mix up your lineups a little bit more with a guy like that coming off the bench at point guard. So
Well, that's another thing they didn't really have. They didn't have a real point guard.
yeah,
And now they've got Tyus Jones, who is a point guard. He's a good one, especially coming off the bench. He's not good enough to start. but he's kind of those tweeners where he's kind of a little bit too good to come off the bench. He's like the perfect bench point guard.
Right.
He's going to be really good for them. I'm excited about it. Hunter, what's one thing you're worried about?
Well, shooting. It's not like they got a crazy amount of like people who can shoot now. They just got a few.
Hold up.
So
Hold up.
it was good and bad, if that makes sense.
Hold up.
One injury, they have no more shooting.
Okay.
No, it's pretty confusing. Nope.
So you're excited to see the increased shooting on this team. But you're also
what I'm worried
concerned about the lack of shooting on the team.
Yeah, it's like going from last place to 20th in shooting. It's like that could still be a problem, is my whole point. There's a chance it was enough shooting to actually make their offense good, but there's still a chance it's not enough.
Have you ever seen those videos where they cut up all these Aaron Rodgers clips and they have him arguing against himself? Or like they did this with Stephen A. back in the day. Where Stephen A. debate himself because he just constantly changes his opinion. That's what you sound like right now.
I didn't change my opinion. My whole point was the shooting could help, and I was excited to see that they got some shooters, but I don't know if it can be enough.
No,
Yeah, I guess.
I hear you though, because what if it? I don't think Desmond Bain is going to be as bad as KCP, but I think that was kind of their deciding factor last year of how far they were going to go. If the shooting works out, they'll be great. If it don't, then they'll be back where they were.
Because majority of your lineup still is below average shooters.
I don't disagree. I don't know.
Had to say something?
No, it's not even that. It's just I don't
Point
really
something
understand
out.
the take. No, I just don't understand the take. I get it. I understand it. Hunter, I just
Hold up. Let me do what you just did. You don't understand, but you do?
yeah, that's exactly. So that didn't make much sense for me to say that, right?
That's not the same thing, because
No,
one
you
of them I
literally just
gave
said
an
it was the same
example.
thing, though.
How are you going to give an example of you not understanding and understanding?
Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I'm concerned
Just-
about. Is Wendell Carter going to be good enough to play the 5 for them? Because if not, they're going to have to play a lot of Paolo at the 5, and he is a really good small ball 5. But
Not primarily, no.
yeah, I think the increased offense is going to be good. We'll see if it's enough, but I am worried. I love
Thomas
Wendell
Bryant
Carter.
for Franz Wagner.
Okay, whatever. Your team signed Thomas Bryant and Killian Hayes today, and all of a sudden you're going to win the chip. Is that
We
really
got
what you're
Killian
looking at?
Hayes.
Correct. Yeah, I saw a report that the Cavs signed Killian Hayes today.
I don't know if he's not going to be on the starting roster, but like starting roster, I mean season starting roster, not.
He might be the best guard on your team.
It's like seventh. What
Where's
did
my bell at? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay.
See,
Hunter, what do you
that
think the
one was
over-under is for
dumb.
this team?
53.
Rich?
I'll give him 50.
Yes, 50.5. That's good, Rich. That's good. Yeah, 53 would be crazy. This team won 41 games last year. I understand they added Desmond Bain, who is a really good player.
They got better and the East got worse. It's not crazy.
Who knows what the East got worse, man? Tatum's coming back.
He's buying himself
Tatum's
into this
coming
also.
back. He's coming back, man. There's two things that happen. Tatum comes back and the Celtics win the East, or the Celtics get AJ DeBonsa.
I see neither of them happening.
I'm giving you two. That's the only two scenarios that will play out this year. Mark my words.
Or you make the play-in and you get pick 15.
No, I don't think that's what's going to happen.
You're just blocking out the most realistic option.
No, that's not going to happen because they won't lose in the play-in because Jason Tatum's coming back.
Fine, pick 17.
No, because then who are they losing to in the East? That's the crazy part. Who are they losing to? Not your sorry-ass team. Maybe the Knicks. Okay, anyway, let's keep it pushing. Hunter, you taking the over?
What do you mean
or the
maybe?
50 and a
Didn't
half?
you?
You can the over 100. You taking the over or the under?
Taking the over, but what do you mean maybe? You just lost to them in the playoffs, so.
Yeah, Tatum tore his Achilles. It wouldn't have happened if Tatum didn't. Anyways, Rich, over under.
I'm taking over.
You know what? I love this team. 50 is a lot of wins, though. They could win 50 games and hit the under.
It's not crazy.
I guess that's true. But I'll go with the over.
Yeah, I'm taking the over. Why not? Let's do it.
Wow, it took a lot of convincing.
Hunter, what is wrong with you, bro?
You started this. You
What is
started
wrong?
this.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in just a second. All right, and we're back at it. This time, the next team, who everybody seems to think had probably the second or third best offseason in the NBA, we're going to the Atlanta Hawks. Big additions. They brought in Kristaps Porzingis, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Asa Newell, as well as Luke Kennard. A bunch of additions, and they're getting back a healthy. Oh gosh, what's his name? Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, who's one of my favorite players in the league. I love Jalen Johnson. And really, they just lost a couple bench guys. This team is the perfect team for Trae Young. I am very excited to see Trae Young next to just a bunch of rangy 3-and-D wings.
Especially
And
Kristaps Porzingis, right?
yeah. You are you serious right now, Hunter? You're gonna get okay.
That's the piece,
You're doing
though.
the
That's the
Celtics thing right
piece.
now. You're doing the Celtics thing right now. Here's the thing. Can you imagine the Kristaps and Trae Young pick and pop? That's going to be
nasty,
insane.
bro.
It's going to be
Nasty.
insane. Well, I shouldn't say that, but
Are they confirmed gone too? What?
no, but he's cool now. He played in Eurobasket. He's cool. Whatever it was that was going on is gone. I'm sorry, Kristaps, for saying that about you. But
Oh, shit.
I'm really excited about this team. If it's ever gonna happen with Trae Young, this is the team. If it doesn't happen with this team, it's not happening with any team. Rich, what are you looking forward to?
I mean, like you said, bro. I think in the past they've tried to bring in, not necessarily another superstar, but somebody that was, above average to kind of complement Trey. But this year, they have size, obviously outside of Trey Young. So it's not going to be as big a deal when Trey is kind of in these switches. Because if you're not dealing with like a lethal shooter, and I think that paint's going to be clogged up pretty much, especially when you got Kristaps on the court. And they have defense, bro. Who's it? Was it Dyson Daniels? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And he just kind of was a contributor from the start. So now you bring in a vet like Kristaps, who is, I think, perfect for this system. Whatever they decide to run, it's going to involve 3-pointers, like you said, the pick and pop with him and Trey. And I think, honestly, bro, I watched some film on Zachary Ricochet, and he's actually like a hooper, bro. He has.
He's nice.
Yeah, he has. He has it, bro, and it's just about getting that developed. Which I think this year, with his skill set, is something that he can contribute a little bit more. And it's all just depending on, them being efficient. Honestly,
Zachary, he gets a bad rap because he was the first overall pick in a really bad draft.
Yeah.
But if he was in this draft, he would have went top like I can't say what I was gonna say. Top like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was gonna say
Yeah,
6, 7.
I wonder what he's going to say.
You want me to say it?
His only problem is that he can't really create for himself, dribbling wise. Everything else is good though.
He reminds me a lot of young Tobias Harris. Like, he's not really a super athlete, good shooter. He's a good straight line dribbler when he needs to drive.
Michael Porter Jr.
And he's a good defender. No, he's not Michael Porter Jr. He's not that kind of shooter.
Just like can't create for themselves. Good scorer though is my point.
Yeah, but I actually think Michael Porter Jr. is a better scorer off the dribble than Zachary Ricochet was in his rookie year.
It's his rookie year, so
I know, but what I'm saying is he can develop that. But there are so many lineups you can run with. I mean, Dyson Daniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, if you want to just go defensive with that backcourt and let Jalen Johnson and Ricochet and Kristaps or Onyeka Okongwu, like, you're not scoring, but nobody's scoring on you with that lineup.
Right.
There's some really scary stuff this team can do. I love the way they're built. The question is, what I'm concerned about is Jalen Johnson going to be good enough? and he's one of my favorite players in the league. I actually think he's their best player, and that's not a shot at Trae Young. That's just how good I think Jalen Johnson is. Is he going to be good enough? Hunter, when you look at this team, what's your gut reaction on the type of team they're going to be this year?
Just full defense, because it's kind of what they have to be with.
With one of the worst defenders in the league as their best player?
When you have Trae Young,
it's crazy.
who is just not a great defender, you have to build the defense around him.
No. Trae Young is not a great defender. Trae Young is a traffic cone.
I thought you weren't taking shots at Trae Young. What happened to not taking shots at Trae Young?
I like Trae Young. We can't just say he's not a good defender. Trae Young and Luka, you're not allowed to just say he's not a good defender. They don't try.
Right.
They don't try. They do nothing on defense.
He might get a few scrappy steals, like passing lane kind of shit, but he's not like.
Yeah, no, he's not.
No
he doesn't
means.
try. And the difference with Luka is Luka's at least big enough to where he can, like, if you get him in the post, you're not gonna walk over him. Trae Young is a zero defensively, and it's not because he's small. Like, he's never gonna be a great defender because he's small. He doesn't try, and that's the thing that he's surrounded by elite defenders. Is he gonna care enough to actually try? Because it's still not going to matter in the playoffs.
That's part of my concern for the team is do they try to make it too much to Trae Young's show? Because I know he's been here the longest. I know it's kind of his team. Mm-hmm. We're talking about the leader. But I think a lot of times, bro, in situations like this where you've been somewhere for so long and you had maybe 1 or 2 years of some decent success, you made a little push or whatever, you beat teams that maybe nobody thought you were going to beat. But you try to make it the main guy, that show. Like, just play winning basketball is my point. If Trae Young isn't the center point of you winning next year, then he can still contribute what Trae Young can bring, but allow everybody else to shine as well.
There are 2 guys on this team who have been in the league longer than Trae Young. Trae Young is the third most tenured guy on this team, and the other 2 are new: Kristaps Porzingis and Luke Kennard. Yeah. Trae Young is the vet on this team. He has to be the leader. He has to be the guy. He has to set the example. He's no longer the young player. This is his 7th year in the league. He's got to be the guy.
We got to see, bro, because Trae Young has a lot of cool moments. Like, they beat New York to make it to what was it? The tournament and midseason tournament.
Yeah.
It was a cool moment. He's had a
Cup.
lot of those. Yeah, the cup. Right. He's had a lot of those moments, but we don't see it come postseason or, for in their case, in the play-in. Like, whenever they get a chance to actually play some real meaningful basketball, we just don't see it from him. So this got to be the year that we see a different level from Trae Young, along with these guys that have already. I think everybody else has shown what they could do. Like, this team is ready. It just needs Trae Young to lead them in more ways than just on court, not necessarily on court stuff, but just shooting and, doing flashy shit.
The Magic's over-under was 50.5. Hunter, what do you think the Hawks over-under is?
47.
Rich?
I was thinking like 42.
It's 47.5.
Nice.
47.5. That's good, Hunter.
I keep forgetting to add the half part because it's never going to be an even number.
It's never going to be an even number.
Not even.
And all the money right now is on the under. It's minus 120 on the under, and you're getting almost even money if you take the over. So everyone is betting the under right now, which is interesting because I'm going to take the over, personally. I think the team's going to be good.
Yeah.
Especially in the East from a regular season standpoint. What about y'all?
I agree. I'll take it over.
I'm going under.
Ooh.
They have the talent. There's just so many guys on that team that are always injured that it just seems impossible for them to stay healthy and win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if Kristaps is out, Okongwu is a really good center.
But Jalen Johnson has also had that injury history now too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like that's not a thing because I really want to see him play. I love his game, man. He's so good. But I'm with you. I understand. That's why the money I think is on the under so heavily. But 2 high over-unders. I mean, the Magic and the Hawks, anything over 500 is a huge win for them these last several years, and they're both The Magic's over-under at 50.5. The Hawks is at 47.5. They think these teams are going to be good. And so I am really, really, let's see. Like, the Magic are currently third in odds to win the conference. The Hawks are fourth. Like, they think these are top 4 teams in the conference.
I mean, yeah.
And they've had that kind of offseason, but we'll see.
With the production, of course.
Yeah. The next team, I think one of the hardest teams to figure out when it comes to predicting this year is the Miami Heat. Oh, you're out, Hunter. Go ahead.
Saw what happened in the playoffs last year. It was terrible. And they added. I like their point guard addition in Jakub Jonas. Whatever, however you say his
Does
name.
Norm Powell mean nothing to you?
Forgot about it. I just don't see the fit that well. You're going undersized at small forward with that, no matter what. Unless you're playing him or Tyler Hero at point guard, which is just not a good move either. So I just don't see the fit.
And Terry's free, man. Tito 3 Sticks is free.
Tito 3 Sticks.
Come on.
Yeah, bro. This
It's just a playing team.
I agree with that, honestly. I mean, I think they're a tough out. Just respecting Heat culture, and I like the guys here as far as how they can work together. But I just don't see with Tyler Hero. I think Bam Adebayo is their best player, but I think Tyler Hero is going to be their main guy on offense.
Yeah.
I just don't see them winning a lot of games with him being the number 1 option.
Yeah, the guys that were supposed to take a step up last year and look really good in Jaquez and Jovic, they just didn't. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't take the steps.
They stopped playing Jaime.
Exactly. And at one point, you thought, is he going to start? They lose. Oh gosh, what's his name? He looks like Jimmy Neutron. Carl. He looks like Carl Weezer. No.
Oh, are you talking about Duncan Robinson?
Duncan Robinson? No, it's not Carl Weezer. He looks like that one dude, Jimmy Neutron, though. Don't tell me he doesn't look just like it. Yes, bro. He looks just like him.
Yeah. Hairstyle, everything.
So, I mean, they're all right. You got Hero, Norm Powell, Wiggins, Khalil Ware, Bam, Davion Mitchell, Yakachonis. Yeah, this team is just going to be as average as you can possibly be.
And I would pick them to be like the team that can make a Cinderella run, but without that like Jimmy Butler kind of mindset to propel them to that, I just don't see it happen unless Tyler Hero is just crazy this year.
But that's the thing. This team does feel like they're primed to make some kind of insane trade.
Yeah,
like this is one of the only teams that can make a LeBron trade if they wanted to.
And that would be that tears the tables completely.
Yeah, but I don't think that's happening because all the rumors are LeBron and Pat Riley still hate each other.
Yeah,
that's just rumors, obviously.
I mean, I've seen a lot of podcasts, bro, where people talk about their relationship, and it was like, it was respect, like a mutual respect, but it wasn't like they didn't like each other.
Yeah, they're both two of the goats at what they do.
Right.
But yeah, I think that relationship is probably over. I don't think Bron's going back, especially now his whole family's in LA.
Right.
Yeah, man, I don't know. This team is a whole lot of nothing to
Kawhi.
me. Like, I want to get. You think Kawhi? Nobody's trading for Kawhi, bro. Kawhi's gonna get suspended.
I said he's gonna replace Kawhi. It's the joke of the only team he's going to leave for.
I don't see this team really doing anything. Like, I want to believe, but I just don't see it.
And you were getting upset at me for saying no at the start.
No, but you're right. The more I look at it, and I don't say that often, Hunter. I don't say that often. So take it while you can. But this team is just, I don't know. It's a whole bunch of nothing to me. I don't even know if there's much more we can even talk about. Bam is one of my favorite players in the league, has been since
I love Bam.
Really blew up. I love everything about Bam Adebayo.
They have good players. They don't have good fits.
Yeah, it just doesn't work together.
Anthony Simons, maybe Peyton Pritchard, bunch of picks. Bam Adebayo to the Celts. What do we say?
I don't want to see that. I'm
I would do
sorry.
anything for that. I would do anything for that.
Especially if
I was,
Jason Tatum comes back.
he's
No
I
he's
would do
thanks.
always
anything.
loved Bam Adebayo. He had
I would
so
do
many Bam
anything.
Adebayo rated rookie cards.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh yeah,
He
I still got Bam
he would
Bam
go.
rookies.
He would just go looking only for those.
That's my guy, man. I love Bam. I think he's so good. He's been the best player on the team. I think he's even when Jimmy Butler's on their team. Jimmy Butler was the go-to guy in the playoffs. It was Jimmy, but for a regular season player, what Bam does for them defensively, and then the way he's able to handle the ball like a guard, and he does so
yeah.
much point guard stuff on offense. He still doesn't really shoot, but he does so much. And I will say, Davion Mitchell was really good at the end of
I
last
was
year.
gonna bring him up. Yeah, I like him.
He was really good at the end of last year. And so I think they'll be scrappy. I think I've got them like perfectly in the play-in, and they're the kind of team that I think every year if they're in the play-in, I'm just going to bank on them winning.
Yeah,
But they'll probably get rolled in the first round, just like last year. I could see them do the exact same thing they did last year. Norman Powell's going to give them a lot of juice offensively, but Norman Powell and Tyler Hero is not a good backcourt defensively. They're going to
yeah,
get cooked, man. Especially when we think of some of the other teams in that range, like the Sixers. You imagine Tyrese Maxey and McCain or VJ. Like, they're just going to get cooked. They're just better.
they're not gonna be able to keep up. Not for the whole game.
Peyton Pritchard and Derek White, you know what I'm saying? Okay,
That would actually be good for them, though.
it would. It would. The Miami Heat. I'm not even going to have you guess this one because I don't even know. It's 37.5.
I was
It's
about
not
to say
looking good for me.
36.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 37.5, and I'm taking the under.
I'll go under for sure.
Come on,
I
Hunter.
think it's
Heat
gonna be
culture.
close, but I'll go under. I can't go with the over after how I started it. It just I feel wrong.
Yeah,
You just did that shit basically with the Magic.
I
I'm
explained
really
my
excited
reasoning
for how
that.
good of their shooting is going to be this year, but I'm also concerned because I don't think their shooting's very good.
You didn't. When you go from last place to 20th, that's a big improvement, but it could still be your weakest point.
Hunter, I don't have time to do this with you. We got really important teams to talk about. We got really important teams to talk about. We got two more teams. Honestly, this might be a shorter pod because I don't
it's
I
a
don't even know.
boring division, bro.
I don't even know what to do. This next team, the Charlotte Hornets. And I loved their draft. They brought in Con Knuppel, Liam McNeely, Sion James, and Ryan Kalkbrenner. They lost every center on their team.
Right.
They're going to
got
have
your boy
LaMelo
Grant.
Ball, Brandon Miller. Yeah, shouts out Grant, who everyone seems to hate on every team he's ever been on.
Right.
They did this whole, I think it was like an April Fool's thing where him and Joe Mazzulla, it might have been Ime. I can't remember, pretended to get in a
Make 'em
fight.
both.
None of the teammates went to back up Grant Williams. It kind of like backfired on Grant Williams.
He's got that.
Yeah.
We'll
He's,
make 'em both,
he's like that
Alex.
annoying cousin
Yeah, exactly.
that just won't shut the hell up. That's exact. And I like Grant Williams, but I don't know if I could be in a locker room with Grant Williams for.
He's the guy. As soon as he started laughing, everybody else stopped.
Yeah.
We don't want to laugh at you, bro. Just
Oh man.
be in the
Yeah, he's got in the group chat, but you got the separate group chat to make sure that he doesn't get invited.
Right.
I got names that would be funny for us to recall, but it would only be funny for us and only be mean to other people. All right.
Off-camera
It
conversation.
makes it funny.
Rich,
Thanks.
what are you excited about? Charlotte Hornets.
Shit. I mean, LaMelo. I like watching him play. I mean, I want to see him on the court more. I don't want to see him injured. But I'm honestly excited, bro. Just to see what Con Knuppel does. See how he kind of falls into whatever role he has, and how just how he fits on the NBA court. I mean, because this is kind of like the situation with the Nets, where there's a bunch of guys that have talent, but it's just not a system that, or it's just not a group of guys that's gonna win a lot of games together. you don't have any structure really. Um, I mean, I like Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't think he's like a game changer for them. Not enough for them to be in the conversation to really make the playoffs. But yeah, bro, LaMelo Ball being one of my favorite players, I'm just excited to see him for one play more, but also play at a even higher level than he did last year.
Yeah, I don't get it. They got no centers, but they have LaMelo Ball and then also Colin Sexton and Spencer Dinwiddie on this team.
Yeah,
I don't understand how many.
Same.
I don't think we've ever had this many teams in the league that just don't have a center.
They also have Trey Mann too. So
yeah.
Yes, they have Trey Man too, and I don't know if they
so
do.
many.
Hunter. I think they traded Trey Man. I don't think he's on the
I don't
roster.
think they did. I don't
I'm
think they
looking at the
traded Trey
roster,
Mann.
Hunter. They have Pat Connaughton on the roster.
Can't
I
shoot
loved what they did
anymore.
in the draft.
Trey
I love
Mann's
what they
still
did in
on
the
the
draft.
Hornets.
Okay, Hunter. You want a cookie?
You confidently said they don't have him anymore
Hunter,
when
I'm
they
looking.
do,
No, I said I don't think. I'm looking at the roster right now on
and kept
Basketball
correcting me
Reference.
when I said they did. I mean, that's
Hunter, do you want me to pause this podcast and we can settle
do
this?
what? Do what? Go ahead, say it.
All right.
Gonna
I
cut that one
love
out?
so much. No, I'm not cutting. I ain't cutting nothing out. If you know what I'm saying. I love so much of what they did this offseason. Ryan Kalkbrenner is like the only center. It's him or Mason Plumlee. Moussa Diabate, he's not really a center. He's too undersized. There's no way he's going to be their starting center, but I think he might be because this team has nobody to play the five. If they had any sort of front court, I would think that they have a real shot at kind of being a surprise team this year just because Khan is going to fit in so well in between Brandon Miller and LaMelo.
Yeah,
And he's a guy that doesn't need the ball when both of those two guys really need the ball and they're going to want to cook a lot. But they're both talented enough to do it, and hopefully LaMelo can become
year.
more of a distributor and
Yeah.
play some serious basketball because he's got all the tools, but he plays unserious basketball.
yeah. I mean,
Like
that's
at some
been
point, that's been the whole thing with him.
yeah.
And so at some point, we can't keep playing Globetrotter basketball in the NBA. Like it's fun to watch, it's cool, but we'll see. I think this team could be kind of surprising. The thing I'm most worried about is their lack of any center. Like I like Diabate, he's cool off the
Yeah,
bench.
but
Yeah,
they're not
but
trying to
you're not
win.
that worried about it?
No, because they're not. They're not thinking they're going to be a playoff team to compete. So you get to see what your young players can do, and see if you do want to go make a move and try and get someone.
I don't think a team that brings in Colin Sexton and like you said, Dinwiddie, I don't think a team that brings in those kind of guys doesn't think they can compete.
There's no way that they think they can compete. There's
I think they'll create a system that they. It's kind of like they don't have anything to lose, so it'll be a system where if it works, maybe they can make something happen. But if it doesn't, then they just back to the drawing board where they're at right now. Really, so I mean, I agree, and like just the fact that I don't think they will compete, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't see them tanking to get picks.
Yeah, and now I'm looking at
So
their over-under, honestly,
they better have to.
and I'm
25.
starting to flip a little bit. 25, Rich?
I like 25.
26.5.
Hmm.
All the money's on the over. It's minus 122.
I don't know.
I think they're gonna stay bad for at least 1 or 2 more years. So
You taking the
I'm going
under?
the under.
I'm hitting under.
Yeah,
You're just not gonna win very many games with no center, and I think they know that, even though you're saying you don't. Because the Colin Sexton trade, I think, was to get out of the Nurkic contract,
yeah, for sure. And I mean, he was gonna walk.
and it's a 1-year deal on Sexton.
I'm thinking about Valanciunas, not Nurkic. Am I thinking Valanciunas? Or am I thinking about? Yeah, Nurkic is not on the Nuggets. There's no way Nurkic would go back to the Nuggets ever.
Nope.
Yeah, but I mean, the over is really enticing to me. 26.5, man. This team is talented enough if LaMelo's healthy. I'm going to take the over. Why not? I'm going to take it. I
I'm mad
came
at
into
it.
this thinking I was going to smash the under, and then 26.5 is really low. I was expecting like 29.5, 30. I don't
I don't
hate it at
know. They
all.
just I got teams on that I just think are going to be better than them and win more games.
Oh, for sure. I think they're going to be the third worst team in the division.
Yeah.
26.5 is just tough.
Division?
The conference. In the conference. In the conference. Chill out. It's football season. I'm talking divisions and whatnot.
Still conference.
And what's shocking enough is they weren't the worst team in their in their division last year. That would be the one and only Washington Wizards.
Well, I think are better.
These guys.
They got rid of Jordan Poole. They brought in C.J. McCollum. They brought in what's his name?
Chris Middleton. No, they already had him.
They got
Cam Whitmore.
Are you talking about
Whitmore.
Yeah.
Brought in Cam Whitmore.
for nothing
Last
too?
year they brought in, for like a second round pick. Last year they brought in A.J. Johnson. They drafted Trey Johnson. Alex Sarr had a good, promising rookie year. They made a lot of good moves. A lot of decent moves.
I don't hate their
What do you think?
roster.
Yeah, when I look at this, I think this is a better roster than the Hornets roster, actually.
For a rebuild, I think it's
Hopefully.
the best way to rebuild a team. So out of the current teams in the current rebuild right now, I think they're doing the best.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think I'm most excited to see Cam Whitmore get the chance to cook a little bit. I
Yeah,
think he's going to be
exactly.
really, really, really good. I think
I
he could
was
average 20 a game.
I do too, bro. I liked him when he went to Houston. I don't think he got the opportunity necessarily because there's more talented guys on the team.
Yeah, he's not playing over Amen or any of those guys.
Yeah, no, but I do think he in the moments that he got, you kind of saw it was kind of an attitude thing though because he knew his opportunities were limited, and when he got the opportunity, he didn't produce. He wasn't given like a bounce back. He would kind of be upset about it. But here, there's really nobody in his way. I mean, if you're going to do it, this is the time to show people that you actually have the chops, bro. Like this is time to play your game and see what you got because they're going to need somebody to step up.
And Trey Johnson, he might be the most overlooked rookie in this class.
I agree.
He could also average 20. I don't think he will to start the year for his rookie year, but he's just a really good scorer. So
He reminds me a lot of. I hope he's better than this player, but those glimpses you would get of J.R. Smith.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. Like that's
hopefully
what
not.
I see though with Trey Johnson. Is like sometimes it's like he's unstoppable.
Just not
And
2018 game one.
Shooting off the catch while he's moving, shooting off the dribble.
Yeah.
That game, 2018, game one, is the best game I've ever seen any basketball player play. LeBron's 51. It is the best, most dominant game I've ever seen any basketball player play.
I didn't watch
And
the Cavs
J.R.
play
Smith
for like 2
threw
years.
the game away. He
Bro.
threw the game away.
I didn't watch basketball for 2 years after that because of it.
It's one of the
was
worst
unbelievable.
moments I've ever seen a player have, and it's so sad because Jared was a really good role player.
It's
And
all
they
forgotten
don't win
because of that play. Yeah.
They don't win in 2016 without J.R. Smith,
Right.
but
And I think they had a shot that year, bro. I really do think they had like
It wasn't.
that. What'd you say?
It wasn't all JR's fault too. The
It
free
wasn't,
throw
but
from George Hill also was pretty bad.
it wasn't all Jr. But that moment right there where, I mean, first off, a timeout should have been called. They had timeout, so they should have just called a timeout and regrouped. But just in that moment, even if you like, first off, the awareness. We all know Jr. probably Jr. would be a Jr. Whatever. I'm not gonna make any assumptions. I love Jr. But for whatever reason, you want to dribble the clock out. Still be aggressive. You just realize who you're playing in that moment and keep your momentum that you have. because you're not gonna have. They obviously didn't get a lot of it back after that. And
No, they
the
ended
whole
up getting
series.
swept. They ended up
Yeah,
getting swept, which is cool. But 2018 Bron was the last truly elite, like peak LeBron year we've got.
yeah, that was the end of that era for real.
Yeah, that was a special. That's probably my favorite version of LeBron I've ever seen, and that's the best game I've ever seen him play. Like he's played great games, you know. But that was the most dominant game I think I've ever seen him play, and it's just sad that the JR thing happened. Anyways, back to J.R. Smith-Reeves. I said that Trey Johnson, he shows flashes where he looks like that explosive scorer that JR showed flashes of in Denver and New York.
Yeah,
And I think it might just be body type where he's like short and stocky, but like pretty like he's got like a real wide base, explosive athlete. He could easily just come out and be the best scorer and shooter in this draft, and it wouldn't be a shock.
Yeah.
And when I look at this team, and you just say like, how many guys do they have on the team that I kind of like? You know, like Whitmore, Bilal Coulibaly, Bub Carrington, Alex Sarr, Corey Kispert, Trey Johnson, AJ Johnson. They've got Malachi Branham, Justin Champagne, who are fine. Look, I think they could be decent role players. And then the vets, Chris Middleton, C.J. McCollum.
I think are the perfect guys to kind of lead this specific young group.
Perfect. And then they're also great contracts. If this team is good enough, you want to try and make a splash and get a guy and make a push in the East, which this team might be good enough to do that, actually.
Yeah.
You pair them with some picks. I like this team a lot, actually. And I'm pretty excited to see where all these young guys end up stacked. Because there's a lot. I think A.J. Johnson, Trey Johnson, Coulibaly, Carrington, and Cam Whitmore, any of those guys at the end of the year, or Alex Sarr, any of those six guys, you could say this is their best player at the end of the year, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
And if just two or three of those guys end up hitting, then you've got a real good core to start with, and they'll probably be bad enough this year to have a good shot at the lottery again in a stacked draft. And if they're not, it means that those guys popped in a way that it doesn't even matter what happens in the lottery this year. So I think they're in a great place. They've sneaky had one of the best off seasons, and since getting off the Brad Beal contract, they've done everything right. They're
definitely headed in the right direction.
I love everything. When your hands are strapped, there's not much you can do. I think they've done everything right. I love what this team has done. This is our last over-under. What do you think their over-under is? Your mic didn't work, Hunter.
31.5.
31.5, Rich.
I was going to put it right at 30.5.
So this is crazy. It's 21.5. We're all smashing the over, right?
Yeah, easy.
How are they lower than the Hornets?
What's crazy is the money's on the under.
Wait.
It's minus 118.
I don't think that's not.
They're 5 games lower than the Hornets.
It's not even the Hornets. What was the first one we did? That
the
was
Magic were
we all went.
Half.
No, like first of the reviews that we all went heavy under.
Oh, the Nets.
The Nets. Yeah, how are they lower than the Nets too?
That's crazy.
The Nets?
The Nets were like 20. The Nets might have been 20
the Nets
exact.
Are 20. They're 20.5. They're basically right where the Nets are. This team's better than that.
That's
this
just
team's not that bad.
Way better.
I think the Nets are the clear worst team in the league right now.
I might go make that bet tonight.
That's what I'm saying. That's actually something that's like a real bet we need to look at.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, come on. I think, we're all taking the over. And,
that was an easy one.
I actually think this is one of the more optimistic teams when you talk about. There's always that kind of sleeper team that kind of surprises everyone. Like last year. Yeah, or like last year. Like the back half of the season, the Blazers were just awesome.
Yeah.
Pistons this year?
Yeah, the Pistons. I don't think that's them this year, but I mean, it could be. This could be. I wouldn't be shocked if this team was a play-in team.
Yeah, I can see that. Cinderella story making a push. I don't think they get all the way there. It's dogs out there, and there's going to be another Eastern Conference playoffs. But you know, you never know, bro. Stuff like this happens every once in a while. They could be the team this year.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, we finished Eastern Conference. We're gonna rapid fire just list our Eastern Conference rankings. Hunter, you want to go first? Did you make it? Hunter, you didn't do the okay. Rich,
I was busy. Let
Hunter,
me get it
no,
right now.
you
I got
weren't.
it. Watch
You
this.
weren't
Watch
doing
this.
anything. No, we're
Watch
just
this.
gonna do
Watch this.
Rich's.
Watch
We're
this.
gonna do
Nope,
Rich's,
nope,
Hunter.
nope,
You can say
nope,
what you
nope,
disagree
nope,
with. Go
nope,
ahead, Rich.
Nope.
So you actually be happy about this, Hunter. First, I got the Cavs, and Knicks 2, Magic 3, Sixers 4, Bucks 5, Hawks 6, Pistons 7, Celtics made top 8. Congratulations.
Come on, man.
This is, and obviously with the Jason Tatum news that changes a little bit, but just as what we have right now.
I'm not banking on Tatum coming back. I'm not banking on Tatum
Yeah,
coming back.
yeah. I got the Pacers at 9. I think they'll still be good enough to make a play and push. Bulls at 10, Heat at 11, and then Wizards, Raptors, Nets, and Hornets.
Yeah.
Pretty close to what I would have had. Yeah.
I got the Bucks lower just because I don't know what to do with the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, if
know what
Giannis is Giannis, bro, you never know. They could be
And the Sixers. I got the Sixers way
top
lower.
3.
I got the Sixers out the play-in just because I don't think Embiid's
Joel.
going to be healthy. Yeah.
And the only
Yeah.
thing I could think of is maybe exactly just swapping the Pistons and Sixers for me. That's like the only thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I got the Knicks over the Cavs, obviously.
When I heard ranking, I thought you meant like each division ranking. I didn't know you meant the whole conference.
No, it's cool. We're gonna have a back to the season pod where we'll really dive into some of this stuff too. We'll make some best bets and whatnot. So.
This is just a little fun thing. Nothing. We about to really get into it here in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's about to ramp up big time. So, all right, this is Trade Machine Podcast. Follow us TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, all that fun stuff. Yeah, and tell Hunter he's looking cute in the comments, please. Hunter,
Don't do that.
I'm gonna mark that to clip.
Don't do that.
Clip it.
Don't do that.
Clip it.
Don't do that.
He looking cute as hell, boy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, peace.